Hello and welcome to episode 4 of whatever my wife calls this.
How come the video froze? Oh, there it goes.
Okay.
Whoa.
I think we're probably going to re-record this.
Let's just see what happens. Alright, so
Essentially just skipped every important thing that's on the runway and with the first building and...
they don't know what that is. So this is his other world, his other creative mode free build that we actually started together last year or something, a long time ago. And we actually started off on the other side of the map building something completely different. You don't see it in this, but Jeffrey kind of took it over. I lost interest, and I'm not as talented a builder as he is. It's true. So he just kind of built all of this amazing stuff, and it's really beautiful, and he built this entire rail system. So we kind of thought, because on the other video he's building something from scratch, that we'd show you something, what it looks like when it's kind of already built. This is by no means finished, but look how amazing that is. It's like traveling in warp speed, how it has the swirls going around and around. I think that's just brilliant.
Ooh, you can see some of the other buildings going by.
Yeah, some of my buildings. It's kind of funny because we each tried to build really large buildings, and then since then he's built buildings that absolutely eclipse our, look at our tall buildings. So yeah.
This is the tallest building that I built. Not necessarily the biggest, but the tallest. And this is a courtyard that has the railroad that extends on top of it. And this is the electrical system that allows those lights to work. And all of the details that go into this, like the plants on the lights and the way the vines skirt down, it's just time and effort and thinking about it. Wow, that was very vague and
you don't have to comment on your comments.
yeah. So now what we're going to do is look up into the building, and then I'm going to fly us up to the top of the building. And I think you can see out for like a quick second, but I'm not sure. And I haven't built the floors in this level or in this building yet because they're kind of tricky to build, and I haven't yet counted how many levels and whatnot that the floors need to go on.
This is that was the map. You could see he's built a lot on it. When you can see something from the map view clearly, you know it's really big. Because you can't even see the jungle or the volcano that we built. And you won't see that in this video because we hate you. I'm just kidding. It's because we couldn't find that footage. We have to re-record it. And also because we hate you.
Now we're on the little street between the buildings.
Look, there's a fountain.
I wish I had planned it better so that I could actually put a street in. That's the two buildings, the main buildings that I built.
With a curtain of greenery between them?
Yeah, and that's a tunnel that connects the two. And the one on the right is obviously called the Palace, and the one on the left is unnamed as of yet. But we're about to go into it and show you that this one actually has levels, complex patterns, three-dimensional architecture, and some more of the sophisticated techniques that are used in windowing and roofing and flooring. Some of the floor patterns, even though they aren't three-dimensional, look three-dimensional, and like this one. And the architecture itself is a little more sophisticated because it starts out as a square and ends up as a diamond at the top, and then finally filters into what amounts to a pyramid at the very top. And this is a view from the side. You saw a quick view of the sphere with a roller coaster on it, which I have to do in another video apparently. And just looking at this room, you can see how it kind of dwarfs pretty much anything else in the area at this point. Of course, you haven't seen anything else in the area, so how could I say that? So we're going up, and this is the mushroom room. And what I did is I built mushrooms and randomly gave them bone meal.
Walter Bishop really likes this room.
And this is the room with the chandelier on it, which is what prompted me to show this video in the first place from the last video.
Because I talked about wanting to build a chandelier. Continuity.
And then there's you can see the other buildings right there. The first building was way in the back on the right, and the very tall building was on the left. And this might make you a little dizzy because it makes me dizzy when I watch this because the video sped up just a little bit. And no, not this one. Okay.
That's at the end.
Yeah. At the end of this section. So
there's my build.
This is the first building that I built, and I thought it was really tall at the time. And then I built the other buildings, and I was like, wow, that's really kind of small to medium sized. And this building is interesting because it has a special defense perimeter that I built into it. I can activate it, and then the door is all closed and the wall goes up.
It works really great if you have things outside
Or
at
down.
nighttime trying to bother you, because it's kind
And this is a cacophony of people that have decided to
this people.
come here for some reason.
The first time I ever saw one of those in the game, I got scared because I didn't know what it was. That one wearing sunglasses?
Yeah, some of them do.
I don't know. I didn't know what it was, and they make sounds like. Oh.
This is the registry of the different floors. This is the basement. And so now we're going to go up, and this is the ballroom floor. That's a kind of a big chandelier in the middle of it. And one of the hardest single floors I've ever had to do is this one because of the way that I did the patterning with the gold flakes and everything that are in there.
Mm-hmm.
And not to
This
mention,
is an empty room.
this is all done on the city pack, so that's why the architecture looks a little different than maybe what you're used to. And this, for some reason, the lighting in Minecraft, it kind of has a mind of its own, and it freezes from time to time occasionally, and I have to remind it that it's a circuit and that it's supposed to work this way. So this one actually causes a rotating ball of light.
And this is the golden mushroom room.
Okay, Super Mario references or what? I don't know.
No. Is that a Super Mario reference?
No. And
Then why'd you... Oh, this is the dizzy part.
here we go, down
He's
the
going
stairs.
down the the spiral staircase to the bottom floor. But, yeah. Where's my build? Oh, I passed it. My buildings aren't important enough to show because they're tiny. What's that big goal? Oh, I remember that now. Okay.
So now we're going into the entrance of the
That's
tall building.
beautiful.
I guess that's all you could see. So now we're back to the other architecture. That was really just a glimpse of the other world.
Our editing skills are unmatched.
Oh, yes. We totally don't need to work on that at all. And so I'm continuing on with my build, and what I believe I'm doing is looking for the room that's underneath the floor that we just built.
So this is his Tony Stark in Iron Man 3 house.
And I found it, just there. This is the room underneath that has literally been created without me ever seeing it. So now what I'm doing is building an inside so that
Neat.
the walls don't look like they're structured. They look like actual walls.
Excuse me.
Oh, that was interesting. Now we'll have that on video forever.
Just go ahead.
Okay. So this is the paneling with the marble. Is it marble? Yeah.
I think so.
And interestingly enough, by making the floor of the top one interesting, the roof of this one is already completed.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm planning on where I'm going to put a staircase. And of course I have yet to watch this, so this will be more silence.
It's a surprise.
It's not really, because I know ultimately what happens, but I don't remember every single step that I took to get there.
Uh-huh. This makes me... Oh, I love the sound of the gravel. I think it's the gravel when you break it and the one on top of it falls down. I love that sound. I think the sounds in Minecraft are really good. Not as good as what's that one game you got? BioShock Infinite? No, the newest one.
That's Infinite.
Oh, how the sounds are really good.
Yeah.
The sounds of Minecraft aren't that good, but yeah, that was like a thought in my mind. Let's move ahead.
So right now I built the center of the staircase. And the staircases that I build are not what you would consider... They don't use any stairs, because I think that the stairs are overdone. And
So
frankly,
he makes his own.
they're kind of ugly, in my opinion. They're overdone. So if you slope the stairs at a shallower angle, they look more elegant. So I'm going to take a lot of space to make these staircases. This staircase. These staircases. Wow.
These stairs, or this staircase.
Here I go again, saying 15 things about one
Here
thing.
I go again on my own. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I thought that would go elsewhere, but
It went exactly where I thought it was. So what are you doing? So now you're building your staircase that's not ugly, non-standard issue staircase, etc., etc.
I think at some point here I take a break and actually go to my other game. Because I can't... I don't know if this will go all the way... How many more minutes are left?
Like a minute.
Yeah, okay, so this probably won't go there. But...
Don't go there.
In my next game, or maybe I don't record it, but I go to my other structure in the biggest structure I've ever made in the other map and double check to see that the stairs I'm making are done correctly.
Oh, it might be on another file. Hopefully at some point we'll get to see we'll see more than a half-finished building. I know it's a build, so we'll get there because we're building to something more. But yeah, so far it's just been floors and walls, and although that's pretty much what a building is, isn't it?
Yeah, I actually have yet to decorate a lot of my buildings, so maybe I'll start recording how I decorate them inside.
Yeah. But that brings us almost to the close of this video. Thanks for watching again, and we'll see you in the next video. Well, you'll hear us in the next video.
Is that your new catchphrase?
No.
Thanks for watching, and you'll hear us in the next video.
Have a shitty day.
Have a shitty day. Goodbye.
Preparing to save. Goodbye.